a 200-kilogram killing machine with teeth like daggers, versus a 180-kilogram wall of pure muscle that can bend steel bars. One fight, one winner, no second chances. Let's settle this once and for all. For years, the internet has debated this question. Some say the lion's claws and killer instinct make it unstoppable. Others claim the gorilla's raw strength would snap the lion like a twig. Today, we're using real science to find out who would actually survive in a fight to the death. And the answer might shock you. Meet the African lion. 180 to 220 kilograms of pure predator. This is a killing machine that has evolved over millions of years for one purpose: to hunt, to kill, to survive. Let's break down the weapons. Bite force, 650 psi, enough to crush bone and penetrate thick hide. Canines, 7 centimeters long, curved perfectly to slide between ribs and find arteries. Claws, 20 retractable razors that can disembowel prey in a single strike. Speed, 80 kilometers per hour in short bursts. When 200 kilograms hits you at that speed, the impact alone can break bones. But here's the terrifying part. Lions don't just bite and hope. They suffocate. It's called the killing bite. They clamp down on the throat and don't let go. Not when prey struggles. Not when it fights back. They hold on until their victim stops breathing. This technique is perfected over years of hunting. By adulthood, they've done this thousands of times. It's muscle memory, automatic, flawless. And here's what most people don't realize. He does this every single week, sometimes multiple times a week. Fighting is not special for a lion. It's just another day. Male lions are gladiators. They fight hyenas in brutal battles. They take down 900-kilogram Cape buffalo. They battle rival males in fights that leave both bloodied and scarred. Some have even taken down young elephants. Pain? They feel it, but they ignore it. Scars cover their bodies like medals of war. Broken teeth, torn ears, deep gashes, and they keep fighting. But there's one more weapon: experience. A male lion in his prime has been in dozens of life-or-death encounters. He's fought opponents larger, stronger, and more numerous than himself. And he's won. Every time. Because he's still alive. He knows when to attack, when to retreat, when to commit. He reads body language, predicts movements, exploits weaknesses. And his mane? That's armor. Biological body armor that absorbs impact and makes it incredibly difficult to land a killing blow on his neck. This is the African lion, a 200-kilogram apex predator, a killer by design, by training, by experience.
But now let's meet his opponent.
The Silverback gorilla. 140 to 180 kilograms of concentrated muscle. Smaller than the lion, but don't let that fool you, because what the gorilla lacks in mass, it makes up for in pure, terrifying strength. Bite force, 1,300 psi, double the lion's. Enough to crush a crocodile skull and shatter bone like glass. Arm strength, 10 to 15 times stronger than a human. A silverback can lift 815 kilograms with one arm. Grip strength, bone crushing. Literally. Over 1,300 pounds of force. If a gorilla grabbed your skull, it would crack like an egg. Reach. Arms over 2.5 meters. That's 8 feet. Massive reach advantage. A gorilla can tear a banana tree out of the ground with one hand. Bend steel cage bars. Shatter bamboo like matchsticks. One punch could kill a human instantly. Impact force over 1,800 pounds. And gorillas are much smarter than lions. They can plan, strategize, use tools. They have emotional intelligence. They communicate with dozens of vocalizations. In cognitive ability, they're second only to other great apes and humans. So with all this strength, power, and intelligence, the gorilla should dominate, right? Well, here's the problem. A massive, fatal problem. Gorillas are not fighters. They're not predators. They're not killers. Gorillas are herbivores. They eat plants. They have never hunted another animal. Never killed prey. The instinct simply doesn't exist. Their strength evolved as a deterrent, to scare away threats, not to engage them. Yes, gorillas fight other gorillas. But those fights? They're mostly bluffing. Chest beating, roaring, charging, throwing vegetation. It's all intimidation. And it usually works. Most confrontations end without a single punch thrown. One backs down, everyone lives. When gorillas do fight, it's quick. A few bites, some grappling, then it's over. One submits. Because gorillas don't have the instinct to kill their own kind. They have no killer instinct, no predatory drive, no finishing move. The lion? The complete opposite. For the lion, killing is the instinct. Every day is about killing, hunting, fighting, surviving through violence. A lion doesn't understand bluffing, doesn't respond to intimidation. A lion only understands alive or dead. Now let's talk armor. The lion has his mane protecting his throat and neck, tough hide on his shoulders, built to absorb punishment. The gorilla? Thick muscle, yes, but exposed chest, neck, belly. No natural defense against slashing claws, because he's never faced an opponent with claws like the lion's. And mobility. Lions are ambush predators. They can leap 10 meters, attack from any angle. They control three-dimensional space. Gorillas? Ground fighters, used to threats from the front. No experience with opponents who attack from unexpected angles. On open ground, the lion controls the battlefield. The lion dictates terms. And that changes everything. So let's run the simulation. Neutral ground, face to face, no escape, fight to the death. The gorilla stands tall, beats his chest. Boom, boom, boom. Roars, charges forward, tries to intimidate. This is what has always worked. But the lion doesn't flinch. He's fought 900-kilogram buffalo. He's seen worse. The lion drops into a crouch, eyes locked. He begins to circle, slowly, patiently, looking for openings. The gorilla turns to face him, confused. This isn't how fights work in his world. The lion keeps moving, testing distance, getting closer. And then the lion sees it, a moment when the gorilla shifts his weight. An opening. The lion explodes forward, 0 to 80 in 3 seconds, 200 kilograms at full speed. The gorilla winds up, throws a massive punch, enough force to shatter concrete. But the lion ducks under it, years of dodging buffalo horns and hyena bites. And as the punch sails overhead, the lion strikes, claws extended. They rake across the gorilla's side. 4 parallel lines of torn flesh. Deep, devastating. Blood flows instantly. The gorilla roars. Not intimidation. Pain. Real pain he's never felt before. He's been bitten by other gorillas, but never cut, never slashed, never bled like this. He pivots, swings. This time connects. His fist slams into the lion's shoulder like a sledgehammer. The lion is knocked sideways. That blow would kill a human instantly. But the lion gets back up, because lions are built for damage. The gorilla charges, tries to grab, to grapple, to use his strength. But the lion doesn't let him. Too fast, too agile. He darts aside, slashes again. Another set of cuts on the gorilla's arm. He circles behind, claws across the back. Another strike on the leg. Every attack draws blood. The gorilla is bleeding from multiple wounds. He swings, he charges, but the lion is always just out of reach. And here's the brutal truth. The gorilla is slowing down. Blood loss, fatigue, pain. His movement's getting heavier, slower. He's never been in a fight like this. His body screams at him to retreat, but there's nowhere to run. The lion sees it, the way predators always know when prey is weakening. He circles one more time, then attacks. Not with claws, with his ultimate weapon. He leaps onto the gorilla's back. Claws dig in, anchor him in place. The gorilla tries to shake him off, to grab him, but the lion positioned perfectly, out of reach. His jaws open, those 7-centimeter canines. They lock onto the gorilla's neck, below the skull, where the spinal cord is vulnerable. The death grip. The gorilla thrashes, bucks, spins. His strength still there, but the lion's jaws don't let go. This is what lions do. The suffocation bite, perfected over millions of years. The gorilla's movements become desperate, then weaker, less air, less oxygen. He drops to one knee, still struggling, but fading. 30 seconds. Movements slow. 60 seconds. He collapses. The lion holds on another minute, just to be sure, never assuming victory until death is absolute. Then silence. The struggle ends. It's over. The lion wins. And it's not even close. Why? 5 reasons. Weapons. Claws the gorilla has no defense against, plus the killing bite technique. Experience. The lion fights dangerous prey every week. The gorilla fights a handful of times in his life, never to the death. Killer instinct. The lion knows how to kill. The gorilla never learned. Speed and agility. The lion controls the fight. The gorilla can't catch him. Pain tolerance. Lions are built for damage. The gorilla's never experienced wounds like this. The gorilla is stronger? Yes. Smarter? Absolutely. Better bite force? Yes. But strength doesn't matter if you can't land the hit. Intelligence doesn't matter if you don't know how to fight. Bite force doesn't matter if you never learned how to kill. The lion is a 200-kilogram guided missile, purpose-built by evolution to hunt, kill, survive. The gorilla is a tank, incredible power and intelligence. But tanks don't win when they can't catch the target. When they face an opponent who's been training for this fight every single day of their life. In the wild, this fight would never happen. Lions and gorillas live in different worlds. They'd avoid each other. But in a hypothetical scenario where survival demands a winner, science gives us the answer. Experience beats strength. Technique beats power. The professional beats the amateur. The lion wins. Not because he's bigger or stronger, but because he was born for this, trained for this, lives for this. When you've spent your entire life on the edge of death, when killing is not just what you do but who you are, you don't lose to someone who's never had to fight for survival. That's not opinion. That's biology. That's evolution. That's reality. The lion wins.
Now the real question is, who should face off next? A grizzly bear against a gorilla? A tiger versus a lion? Or perhaps a pack of wolves against a single silverback?
Let me know, because the next showdown is coming soon.